Greetings, my friends. Jamie here. Really hope you're well. I read a book over the weekend and just finished it in the last couple of days called Risk It Is the New Safe by Randy Gage. And the reason for today's video is really to ask you the question, who do you listen to? And more importantly, who do you get advice from? Now, let me just read a couple of quotes that Randy put in the book. The first one was, if you want to become wealthy, don't seek financial advice from broke people. And then he goes on to say, your banker can probably give you some helpful advice on what kind of accounts you need, but she probably earns 50 to 60 grand a year, so don't expect her to tell you how to become a millionaire. And that kind of resonated home, and it's something that I've always done, but never kind of understood why. But when I started out in the industry, I had nothing. I was pretty much broke and living on the bank of mum, like I've mentioned in previous videos. And I sought advice from people that were either just starting out as well, but were a little bit ahead of me, so I could copy what they were doing and implement the things that they were doing as well. But kind of looking at that at the next stage, and for instance for me, I'm fortunate enough that I'm kind of around the six-figure bracket now. So what I want to do is I want to break into the multiple six figures, even the seven-figure a year earners, and I want to make contact with them and do what they do and emulate what success they're having. But if I went to somebody who's earning, say, 25 grand a year and asked them for advice and asked them what they were doing and so on, well, I'm kind of earning more than them. So why would you seek help and advice from someone who's earning, less than what you are? And similarly, when somebody's looking at a new business venture or a new opportunity or even something that's already existing, I've had it before when I was starting out in my first network marketing company. I'd take someone to a customer presentation, I'd explain the business to them, this, that and the other. They'd then go home and either speak to the parents or a work colleague or whatever and said, I've spoken to so-and-so and I've decided it's not for me. The next question is, well, what does so-and-so do? And what it is that they do. And I could choose any particular job, I'm not going to say anything, but they have zero experience in the industry, in that sector, and they're probably earning less than what that particular person is who's wanting to pursue and increase their financial goals and ambitions. So it's like, for instance, for me, I don't want to say this to brag or to boast, but I'm earning more per month than what a lot of people do per year. So am I going to ask that particular person for help and advice when I'm earning considerable amount more money than them? I'll ask for their opinion, I'll ask everybody for their opinion, but whether I take that on board fully and implement their strategies, suggestions and advice on whatever, then probably not is the answer to that, and that's just fact. I want to break into the seven-figure earners now and multiple six figures, so I'm asking them what they do, and similarly somebody just starting out, well, hopefully they'll ask someone just a little bit ahead of them what they want to do. So fundamentally, it's all about who you get advice from. How are you getting advice from somebody who's in the industry or who is earning more than what you are, or importantly, who's earning the bracket that you want to attain to? And fundamentally, if the answer to that question is no, then I'm going to be honest and say you're going to need to ask someone else and someone different for advice, because how can somebody who's not done it before or not working the way towards it help you get there? Well, the answer is that they can't. Fundamentally, that's what it's all about. You need to get yourself a good mentor for somebody who's experienced the things that you are experiencing and what you're going through at the moment. So, guys, it's a little bit of a cold, hard, honest truth, really. It's about, you get your advice from people that you should really get your advice from. And I'm not saying that's specifically me. I'm just saying that's anybody in your circle or your line of work. But just be careful about the people that you listen to, because ultimately they could not be as experienced, as advanced, or even have the faintest idea what they're talking about, but you might trust their opinion otherwise normally. So guys, hope it's been a little bit of help and advice to you. I'll put a link to the book below, because I really recommend that you have a read on that. You can get it on Kindle for, I think it's about a tenner, something like that. So I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I will connect with some of you guys soon, and I will certainly see you in the next chapter. Thanks then, and bye for now.